Greetings, YouTube. The time has come to talk about the results of my latest rank up poll / plea to the community to have your help with my next rank up. You see, I've been hunting Omega Red for over 75 rounds now, and I'm unsuccessful. 750,000 5-star shards, not successful. Now, I have a lot of quote-unquote good misses, don't get me wrong, but not a successful hunt for the champion that I've been after. So because of this, this has led me to kind of have a discussion because I recently got Captain Sparkles out of the 5-star basic crystal, and I have so many people, including my fearless alliance leader himself, that has told me that she, in their minds, is the best champion in some cases in the game, even without Nick Fury, who I also don't have. But of course, Omega Red also fits my playing style and is somebody that I have wanted to play with for a very long time as a 5-star, and I'm still waiting anxiously. So I have converted in honor of both of these champions and Corvus and Ghost, Domino, etc. I have converted my mastery setup, as many of you know, to the full Suicide Mastery. And what's really cool about this is that I finally did this. Once you do it and you don't have to worry about Alliance War, and maybe that's just me because most alliances, I guess, still do it. But if you aren't worrying about Alliance War and you're just focusing on questing, you're going to think to yourself, man, why did it take so long for me to do this? Because even though the answer is probably because it takes a freaking huge amount of units to unlock all of these mastery cores, particularly the last two of Liquid Courage and, of course, Double Edge, it's just worth it. If you're an arena grinder, your champions jump by like 2,000 apiece. That's just so many more points in the arena. The fights are over faster because of the power and the just attack that they have, and so they're just beasts in the arena, even more so than they were before. And so, as a preliminary decision, and let's jump out of that and go to champions. As a preliminary decision, I actually took the liberty of taking Captain Sparkles up to rank 3. And what's pretty amazing about this rank up is that even though she is unawakened, she still has a very high PI. Part of the argument that many people made, and it's quite convincing, is that, hey, Prof, you love to say boost people up who have high prestige and who are also great attackers. And Captain Sparkles is top 5 prestige at the time of this recording and also is a fantastic attacker. So it is without further ado that I say the results were the biggest in terms of one-sided suggestions I've ever seen. Normally, the winner gets about 65%, maybe 60%. 87, almost 88% of respondents not only said to take up Captain Marvel, or as my dungeon buddy Miss Katie Candy says, Captain Sparkles, but they also said you should use that generic 5-star awakening gem you've been hoarding now since last November, Cyber Monday of 2018. Now, here's the final suggestion for the people who have said, Prof, I think you should use Omega, but here is the compromise. And I think the compromise is really, really fair. And so I wanted to discuss that with the community, assuming I have the patience. 6.2 is not going anywhere, and I've just done one initial run through each chapter. So I still have 85, 90% of 6.2 left to do. Captain Sparkles should really help me with that. But that generic gem is the most valuable awakening gem right now in Marvel Contest of Champions. We still have not seen a 6-star class-based awakening gem. And so until that time that it comes out, that item is still going to be number 1. It is the kind of item that you used to only get for 100% completing all paths of Labyrinth of Legends. So because of that, we have this blessing coming up in the community. And that is, of course, eventually in the Summoner Appreciation calendar on day 91, which I get is 2 months away, right? We're talking about October? But at the same time, there's a 5-star Awakening Gym Crystal. And so I have a 33% chance, because 2 out of 6 of the classes are what I'm hoarding for. Mutant or Cosmic. And if I can wait and I don't absolutely need Captain Sparkles until then, and I do have a stacked lineup that is still killing it in Mr. Sinister's labs, and also, the new monthly event quest. If I can just stall for 51 days, then I can actually awaken Captain Marvel, potentially, without using the generic. So that is my plan for the moment. That is kind of my quote-unquote compromise for those of you who voted for Omega Red. I will say it was really neat. Some of you have amazing luck, or a lot of deep pockets, or both, and you have told me that you have maxed out 565 of both Captain Marvel Movie Edition and Omega Red, and so it was really neat to get the feedback from people who had both champions to compare what they thought they would do. And some people had regrets, honestly. Some said, I never use Omega Red after 6.1, or some said, I don't use Captain Marvel. So that's always a good reminder that it might be really exciting to rank up a champion, but if you don't use that champion on a daily basis, it's like, I don't know, buying a $1,000 suit that you wear once a year. So that is a reminder of the predicament I am in. And I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who commented and who reached out to me, especially those of you who didn't just comment 1 word or 2 words, but you actually explained your rationale, because I do read every comment that is posted on one of these videos, and I truly do take in the data and calculate the numbers, and 87% is just a tremendous vote on one side. It was like back in the day with the game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, for those of you who remember, and it was like Ask the Audience, and there was just 87% in one direction. Pretty amazing for that. So I'm going to remain patient, try to take my own advice, and they do say that sometimes taking your own advice is the hardest, and I certainly can relate to that, because I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for that so juicy 5-star class-based Awakening Gym in 51 days, the time of recording this, and also just going to see if in that time, in the new and continue to be evolved basic crystal, I can land a Nick Fury or a Sabretooth, or naturally somehow dupe Captain Sparkles, unless, of course, I get Omega Red first, and then I guess there's another video involved. But until then, I will try to remain patient and say thanks again for all of your continued feedback, not only on this video, but all videos. You have made my channel a huge success, YouTube, and that is 100% thanks to your loyalty and support. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.